Hey DCC, welcome to another edition of Morning Coffee. And today I'm going to read this Bible verse, and then we'll get started. It's 1 Corinthians 12, verse 12. It says, "The human body has many parts, but the many parts make up the whole body. So it is with the body of Christ." And I want to talk about that. I know sometimes when we come to DCC, you might be like me. DCC might be one of the largest churches that you've attended regularly. Sure, you might have been a bigger church occasionally, but this is one of the biggest ones you've been a part of, right? And I don't know if you're like me. I graduated from high school in Forest City, Iowa. Our whole town was 3,200 people, and we reach more than that in a given month here at DCC. And so things can just be, I mean, imagine that. It's like a whole city coming and doing church with us, right? And so sometimes we forget how important our individual efforts are when we're surrounded by so many people. And I'm always reminded of like Compassion International that's here and how much help they give to children who need it. And sometimes I think we think that there's these big huge donors out there that make tons of money and they give millions of dollars and donate, and that's how Compassion stays up. And to a certain degree, that's true. There are people who are Christians who are big donors that they give a lot of money, but you know what else? Compassion's really built on local families, just people like you and me, who support that ministry, who support and adopt a child, right? And so that's almost like a micro donor, right? It's just a certain small amount per month. And so it's just this hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people across the U.S. and other countries who are giving just a small portion a month that make big things possible. And you think about some of the groups that we've partnered with at DCC. We've got Crossfire Ministries, who did the big turkey drive. They're also going to help us help families at Christmas and make sure that they have a good Christmas and they have gifts. But there's 'Cause I Love You that we're partnering with, and City Serve, where we're trying to make an impact in the community and we're trying to solve major problems like homelessness and address that issue and do so much great work with partnering with other nonprofits here in town. And then there's the work that DCC does, right? I mean, we're reaching people who are sometimes at their worst, right? Their story is safe here and they come and they have a lot of things that they need. And we're working to help them and to provide for them and to do life with them and to teach them and to help them. And so there's just a lot of different areas. But we even had a recording this week with Kelsey Shaw, who's looking for people in production, because even the stuff that we do on the weekend, we have tons of people watching us online, and yet we have these integral roles, these volunteer roles that are like in this, right in this studio, right in the studio next door, in the sound booth and everything, where we have people that can volunteer. But what that does is that helps us get our message out online. It helps people who are unchurched and who don't want to darken the door of a church hear a message from Greg and hear a message of the gospel for the first time, and then maybe make decisions to come and be here and get to know us, and then maybe obey the gospel and become a Christian, right? And so one of the things that I want you to think about today is that while it's a big church and there's lots of people and there's big, organizations out there, and there are very wealthy people who donate to them, most of those groups, most of everything that we do is by volunteers and by people who just donate a small amount. And a lot of people putting in volunteer time and a lot of people putting in small amounts ends up making big things possible. So what can you do today, right? You're going to go through today. What kind of difference can you make in somebody's life? What can you get online? Go to me2place.info, sign up to serve, sign up to volunteer. Can you get with Crossfire Ministries? Can you go, Springs Rescue Mission, different things like that, and find opportunities for you to get involved and help them? We call that, here at DCC, we call that living on mission. And so one of the things I want you to think about today is just how can you get on mission with us? All right? Have a good day.